Welcome to Quadratics Part 2. We are going to extend our multiplying that you guys did so well with last week to start mimicking the thinking required in factoring so we can start solving quadratic equations together. But first I want to remind us how we did this multiplication. So when you saw that there was nothing in between those two parentheses, that means we're multiplying everything in this parentheses with everything over here. So I'm going to use the area model for this, 2x and plus 3. 5x and minus 4. And that should organize our multiplying quite nicely. 2x times 5x gives us 10x squared. Because remember guys, we assume there's little ones up here. And when we're multiplying, you add the exponents on the same variable, but only when we multiply. 3 times 5x will be 15x. 2x times negative 4 is negative 8x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Combining like terms must be the same variable and the same exponent. I only see one x squared out in my options, so 10x squared comes in my final answer. Both of these have regular x. 15 minus 8x is positive 7x. And negative 12 is the only normal number. So that would be our final answer here. That's what we were doing, okay? Now we are going to extend this to make little puzzles now. I'm going to give you a partially complete square with blanks on the edges. And your goal is to come up with the missing sides and to fill in all of the boxes. Understanding that eventually I want to know what were the two starting parentheses up here. So we know that this one was 6x and something. We know this is something and plus 2. So I want us to fill that out using our logic. So coming down here, we know that if we start with the number 8, we know 2 times that number up there has to give us 8. Positive 8. The only way to get that is a positive 4. 4 times 2 gives us that 8. That has to be plus 4, so I know part of my parentheses up there. Now over here, we already have enough information for this box. 6x times 2 is 12x. Now we're super close, but we don't quite have this over here. So we have to ask ourselves, 6x times what will give me 18x squared? So let's think about one part at a time. Let's think about the number. 6 times what will give me 18? 3. X times what will give me x squared? X. 6 times 3 is 18. X times x is x squared. So that checks out. Now here, 4 times 3x is going to be 12x. Now this all looks nice. Let's make sure, fill in our missing piece of the puzzle. 3x is going to go up here. These are our only like terms. So we can still get the full answer, even if we start with incomplete information inside of the box. We're going to continue doing these little puzzles, trying to start going backwards. Once again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of missing information that we need to try and fill out here. We know this top part is 2x plus or minus something, and this something minus 5. So this is all we know so far. We want to try and complete this puzzle, okay? So let's first start with this, 35. 35 times negative 5 times what gives us positive 35? Well, I know the only way to get a negative times something else to get a positive is a negative number. So I'm going to start there. Negative 5 times negative something turns into positive. Now I know that's going to be 7. Negative 5 times negative 7 is positive 35. Make sure you're really thinking through those negatives there. Right here we have enough information. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And now we have to figure out this little puzzle here, or this little puzzle here, okay? So, negative 7 times what gives us negative 21? Well, in order to get a negative answer, if that's already negative, this has to be a positive. Because if one number is negative, the answer is negative. So negative 7 is already winning that battle. Now I know 7 times 3 is what gives me 21. Negative 7 times 3 is 21, but now I still need an x. So I'm going to put an x there as well. Negative 7 times 3x is negative 21x. And now I have enough information here. 2x times 3x is 6x. 1 plus 1 is 2 squared. These are my only like terms. So I end up with 6x squared minus 31x plus 35. And then as a reminder, complete this up here. It's 2x minus 7. That was 3x minus 5. Let's make this slightly more complicated now. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in everything I already can. I see for this box, I already have 2 and x squared. So we know 2 and x squared will be multiplied to get 2x squared. All the way down here, I know I'm going to have a 2 times 20 to get a 40. I don't have enough information for this box. I don't quite have enough information for this box either. So now we have to start going through and filling in what's going to go here, 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 and here. So for this one, I should be able to get this side over here. 2 times what gives me negative 10x? Let's start with a negative 10 first. 2 times a negative number will get me a negative 10. 2 times 5, 2 times that negative 5 will get me to negative 10 now. Now one of these needs an x for this to have an x, so I'll put an x there. 2 times negative 5x is negative 10x. We're good to go now. Now we need to somehow figure out one of these items or this one up here. I already have this 80x filled in, so let's see if we can use this. 80x times, 20 times what gives us 80x? Well, 20 times 4 gives me 80, and then I need an x in there to make sure that's 80x. 4x times 20 gives me that 80x, and now I have enough information for in here. X squared times 4x is 4x cubed, because that's like a little 1. X squared plus x is x cubed. Negative 5x times 4x is negative 20x squared. So now we've just done a bigger problem. That was 4x plus 2 here, and that was x squared minus 5x plus 20 for that left side.